Good morning, children. So, today we were going to discuss about our atmosphere. Actually, first we can understand what is atmosphere. Atmosphere is nothing but it's a mixture of gas, several gases, dust particle and as well as water vapor. These all put together, the combination of all these three, what? Dust particle, several gases and water vapor, it acts like a blanket which protect our earth surface or earth from the ultraviolet rays of the sun which was emitting or some other harmful things. From some other harmful things it used to protect us. See, this atmosphere has several layers. Okay, so these layers was divided or decided based on its extent, especially from the upper limit of the surface of the earth. We used to what? Decide or divided, segregated these several layers. Mainly, this atmosphere consists of around 5 layers. How many?
5 layers.
So these 5 layers was troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and as well as exosphere. So these 5 layers was easily remembered by using 5 letters T, S, M, T, E. Here I will write another letter along with the T to avoid the confusion as a I also. I will let you know why the letter I as written on it. Okay, so let me choose a video in a Tata Classic. In between, I'll explain the features or climatic condition of a different layers. Okay, at what extent the particular layer was lies, what may be the climatic condition or weather condition of this layer, what and all things used to form, that and all we can discuss. Now, let me show the video.
The atmosphere around the Earth has great power over our lives, even though it is invisible. It protects us from the hostility of space and gives us oxygen that is so necessary for our survival. The atmosphere is a mixture of several.
This is a definition. Okay, atmosphere is a mixture of common gases, rare gases and as well as water vapor including dust particle. See children, here mixture of common gases and rare gases in the sense the main gases like which and all was present in our atmosphere means nitrogen, oxygen. Okay, which was in a more percentage. Okay, and the rare gases means which was you can say minor in quantity wise also which was present in our atmosphere. Okay.
Rare gases. Nitrogen, which comprises 78%, and oxygen.
Here they are explaining the constituent means nothing but percentage wise which are the gases were present in our atmosphere. They are explaining. Has to listen carefully.
Oxygen, which comprises 21%, are the
Nitrogen is 78, whereas oxygen 21%. Then remaining rest of the gases contain 1%. Okay.
largest constituents of the air that surrounds the Earth's atmosphere. It also has rare gases like hydrogen, helium, xenon, and argon, carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, and ammonia, besides water vapor. The Earth's atmosphere is made up of several concentric layers of air. They are troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere.
So this is the major layers of the atmosphere. Okay. So tropo is considered as the lowest layer and also which is closer to the earth's surface. And do you remember most of the climatic condition, okay, our weather phenomena we used to say it used to take place in this layer only, which is closer to the earth's surface. And the next stratosphere, mesothermo and exosphere. So these layers are divided based on a extent from the Earth's surface, already I have told, and also based on a climatic condition what differ in this layer. Then one more thing is that between each layer, okay, between each layer there is a gap. Okay, between tropo and strato, between strato and as well as meso, between meso and thermo, and like the same manner between the thermo and exo. There is a gap where there is a presence of those climatic condition was not appear, or you can say absence. Absence of the climatic condition, whatever we are observing in a troposphere, that won't be seen in this small area or small zone, we can say. So that we used to call it as tropopause. Pause means nil. No, that activity won't take place. Like that way. So in the same manner, stratopause, mesopause, thermopause. Okay. So between the layer, there is some layer will be there, a thin layer. There, the activity of the climatic condition only takes place, which was present in this layer. Okay. Yeah. Shall we move? Now we can observe. Now we can learn what is the climatic condition under each layer.
Let's learn about each of them. The closest layer to the Earth is the troposphere. It is also the densest. The troposphere makes up 75% of the total atmosphere. It extends from up to 8 kilometers at the poles to up to 18 kilometers at the equator.
Yeah, this picture is so clear. This video explains that the exact length of the troposphere on a different part of the Earth's surface. Different part refers to the pole. Nearby the pole or region, we can see the extent of this water troposphere hardly 8 kilometers. It varies from 8 to 10. Okay, and then nearby the equator, it varies from 15 to around 18. Okay, so the length of the atmosphere, in especially which was closer to the Earth, that is troposphere, it varies in this manner. Even nearby the pole and as well as equator. And as we learned, around more than 75% of the climatic condition, whatever we are experiencing, that used to take place in this layer only.
In the troposphere, the temperature decreases with the increase in height at the average rate of 1 degree Celsius per 166 meters above sea level.
See, here is a concept. This climatic condition we can notice in a troposphere. So, as we are moving towards the here, that we can understand by one example. As we are moving towards the higher altitudinal area, if we move towards around 166 meters of height, if we reach mains on any hill station, there we can see this is a high tunnel. Okay, so there we are experiencing around 1 degree Celsius temperature will be decreased. For example, here if you have a temperature of around 20 degree Celsius of temperature was there, means at the height of around 166 meter, we were experiencing around 19 degree Celsius. So that tells. So this concept of nature, as it is increasing means the temperature will be decreasing. This concept in a geography, it is called normal lapse rate. Normally, at what height the temperature goes on decreasing. Lapse in the sense nothing but decreasing. At rate refers to at exact what height. Understood? So this concept is called normal lapse rate. What was going to lapse?
Temperature.
This decrease in temperature is called the normal lapse rate. The temperature variation in the troposphere is responsible for turbulences. As a result, all weather-related phenomena take place in this layer. At the top of this layer is the transitional zone called the tropopause.
Yeah, as I said, the major climatic condition like formation, either formation of the clouds or flying of birds, that and all takes place in a troposphere only. So is it clear? Tropopause means it is like a gap between the tropopause and the next layer. Okay, shall we move further, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Above the tropopause is the second layer of the atmosphere called the stratosphere. The stratosphere extends up to 50 kilometers above the Earth's surface. In the lower layers of the stratosphere, the temperature is almost constant since the upper layers of the stratosphere contain the ozone layer.
Here is a one more important concept related to the atmosphere. See, as we came to know, in a troposphere itself, here I have written, you can see that the formation of cloud takes place. Okay, and we came to know that if the formation of cloud takes place means nothing but rainfall occurs. Okay, and then flying of birds and all generally takes place in this layer only. See, suppose if you are flying, okay, in a aeroplane means generally it is here in this layer. Be remember, because if you experience that means you can see that you will be above the clouds. Isn't it? Okay, so if you have an experience of going by flight means you can understand that. So formation of clouds in this layer means above the cloud we were flying means nothing but in a second layer. We are traveling in a second layer. That can be understood. Okay, so movement of aeroplane. Okay, flying of aeroplane we can see in a stratosphere. Understood? Yeah. Here the opposite way of climatic condition, like a troposphere, what we came to know, as the height is increasing, the temperature will be decreasing. So vice versa, where in a stratosphere. And we remember, in a troposphere and as well as mesosphere, we can experience the same type of climatic condition. Means nothing but like a normal lab state. That concept is applied to the third layer.
The ozone absorbs the harmful ultraviolet radiations that are emitted from the sun.
Here is a one more nearby above the stratosphere at the end of the troposphere. Stratosphere, we have one of the unique layer called ozone layer. So this layer is exactly act like a protective body for the Earth's surface. Okay, it used to absorb the ultraviolet radiation which is emitted from the sun. Okay, from that there is no any occurrence of skin diseases for the human beings. Okay, that is the importance of a ozone layer.
But in the upper layers of the stratosphere, the temperature increases with increase in height. In short, the stratosphere is a shield and protector of life on Earth.
Yeah, exactly, protect on Earth. Which layer means, especially you have to mention stratosphere because of presence of ozone layer. Okay, see children, nowadays in European countries and all earlier, okay, European countries and all, what they noticed means there is a depletion in a ozone layer. Later, scientists found that what may be the reason for the depletion? Means becoming hole in that layer. Later, they found the reason for the depletion means nothing but human activities only. What kind of human activity? Like usage of electrical and electronic goods, like especially refrigerator and as well as air cooler. Those days, in these electronic goods, the kind of a harmful gas used to release. Do you know what kind of gas it is?
CFC.
Yeah, it is nothing but CFC, chlorofluorocarbon. Now, what was going on means while manufacturing itself, the manufacturing companies offer either refrigerator and air cooler and all. They used to manufacture CFC free, means it won't release that harmful gas. Okay. By that we can avoid the condition of depletion of a ozone layer.
Like the troposphere, there are no clouds or weather phenomena in the lower layers of the stratosphere. This makes it more suitable for flying jet aircraft.
Now did you understand? So if there is no cloud, formation of clouds and like an obstacle it is. What for? The flying of airplanes. Okay, so hence free movement is possible. Where?
Stratosphere.
Yes, up to in that much height we can see the movement of aeroplane. Okay.
The upper limit of the stratosphere passes into a transitional layer called stratopause. The temperature rises from minus 60 degrees Celsius at the base of the stratosphere to about 0 degrees Celsius at the stratopause.
Understood, children? Shall we move further?
Yes, ma'am.
Just above the stratosphere is the mesosphere. It extends from an altitude of 50 kilometers to 80 kilometers above the Earth's surface. In this layer, the temperature falls as the height increases.
Yeah, same type of a condition where we noticed where the height is increasing, temperature is decreasing. Okay, and we remember mesosphere is considered as the middle layer of the atmosphere. As the major 5 layers were there, exactly meso layer lies in a middle of the all 5 layers. Meso in this is nothing but middle layer of the atmosphere.
In the mesosphere, the temperature falls as low as minus 90 degrees Celsius or more. The mesosphere has the coldest temperature in the atmosphere.
Yeah, where you can find the coldest temperature in atmosphere means you have to write mesosphere. Okay.
In the mesosphere, speedy meteors coming from space slow down and burn up.
Yeah. So here is a one more weather phenomena takes place. See, generally when we notice in our night hours in the sky means sometimes we used to experience like in that manner means the star is to blast. Like that way we used to feel. Okay, we used to think. Actually, it is not a star. Those are meteoroids. Okay, so it was coming from the space, which was coming towards the Earth's surface. It used to blast in a where? Mesosphere. Those are not exactly a star. Those are meteoroids. Okay.
Leaving blazing traces in the sky. The upper limit of the mesosphere is called the mesopause.
See, every layer has a pause at the end.
Above the mesopause, nearly 80 kilometers above the Earth's surface, is the thermosphere that extends up to 400 kilometers.
Yeah, here is a concept. Already I have told you that. That layer of thermosphere, even I have written like the letter I. Do you know what you mean by I? Yeah. See, this thermosphere is also called as ionosphere because of presence of ions in this layer. So what was the use of the ions? Okay, how we were getting the utilization of these ions which was present in a thermosphere. Why it is named so? That we can see now.
In the thermosphere, temperature increases with height.
Yeah. Like a stratosphere, we can observe the climatic condition here.
This is because thermosphere receives large amount of solar energy. The temperatures here are above 1000 degrees Celsius. The thermosphere is also known as the ionosphere. It's a zone of free ions and electrons which cause a display of light known as auroras.
Auroras. Okay. With the help of these ions.
This layer of the atmosphere
Yeah. With the help of this ions, we used to launch the satellite, an artificial satellite. Those artificial satellites used to place in this thermosphere only. Okay, for what? To getting use of those ions. With the help of those ions only, we used to, with the help of satellites, okay, we used to receive the signal, which is more helpful to watch either live programs, okay, in a television, or nowadays the major utilization of this satellite for our daily use means nothing but GPS system. Have you heard about the GPS system, children? GPS. See, GPS is the full form of the GPS is Global Positioning System. So, what kind of a use we are getting with the help of the satellite in the system called GPS means? Let me show you one video. You watch the video, children.
GPS stands for Global Positioning System. We all are using GPS in our smartphones, sometimes in our cars, or in other devices which can actually tell us about location and time. GPS is a satellite-based radio navigation system that was developed by US Department of Defense, and GPS is controlled by the US government.
Yeah, here this GPS system, its full form is Global Positioning System. So what for we were using means to identify the location, nothing but positioning. Navigation means nothing but it shows the route and also time. Okay, see for example, when you are going, see this kind of a system we were getting used through our mobiles only called Google Map. Through the Google Map, if you want to find any location means when you search for the location and when you go for the Google Map, it will show the distance also and as well as the time also. Am I correct? Okay, means what it does? To reach that much distance, you may require this much time. Like that way, it used to navigate us also. Navigate means it used to show the direction also, and it also tells the time of your reaching. Okay, so that's perfect. Then
To navigate, it will also tell you the exact location
positioning,
where
nothing
the
but
time and the time at that exact location.
yeah, here these concept, underlined concept you have to remember. So this one based on a consistently movement, speed, the time will be decided. Okay. Yeah. Watch this one.
Around megahertz, 1000 megahertz frequency, and these signals actually contain three parts. One is a pseudo-random code, so that is the first part, and it is used to identify which satellite is transmitting the signal. As I mentioned, each of the receivers will be able to locate more than one satellite of the satellite. Its location, these signals travel through space at the speed of light, which is approximately c in air.
Yeah, here what they are explaining, with the help of speed of the light, okay, we used to calculate, means the device what you are using in your mobile. So in that this one device, it used to show based on your speed, it used to show the what timing of your reaching the location. Okay, did you understand how it used to work? With the help of the signals which we are receiving through
Artificial satellites.
Okay.
Atmosphere reflects radio waves. So, we send satellites into the thermosphere and use the properties of this layer for long-distance communication.
Yeah, for the long distance communication means one who is far from us. If we want to communicate with them means this kind of system is most useful. Shall we move further?
Yes, ma'am.
The uppermost layer of the Earth's atmosphere is the exosphere. It stretches from about 400 kilometers to approximately 100,000 kilometers and beyond, almost halfway to the moon.
Exosphere is considered as the outermost layer. Okay, we remember out of all the five, if it is if they ask which is the outermost layer of the atmosphere of Earth, if they ask means you should write exosphere. It has no limit. Okay, from around 400 kilometer, its area of activity will start. Okay, that is the one thing. It may extend around 1000 kilometer, means by which we can calculate that it is almost halfway to moon. Okay, that is the one thing.
And gradually becomes one with space. Temperatures in this layer increase with an increase in the height.
So why here the temperature is goes on increasing?
Because it is closer to the sun.
Very good. Okay, because as we are moving towards away from, as the height is increasing of these layers, so those layers are, as it is closer towards the sun, obviously the temperature will be goes on increasing.
The temperature rises to about 6000 degrees Celsius at its outer limit.
Yeah. See this picture, this graph shows how temperature
So,
goes on.
you can see that the Earth's atmosphere comprises many layers. These layers of the atmosphere influence life on the Earth through their various elements.
Okay, did you understand, children? Yes. So which is the lowest layer?
Troposphere.
Then second layer?
Stratosphere.
Then which is the where we can see the flying of aeroplanes and the movement of stratosphere. What may be the reason for that? Why the movement of lights and all we can see in a stratosphere?
And because there will be no clouds.
Yeah, so it is nothing but free movement of a light. Hence, we can see in a movement of lights in a stratosphere. Okay, yes. Where we can see the presence of ions. Is it correct? Yes. They are atmosphere. The atmosphere. What is the use of the ions or thermosphere?
It will send the radio waves through the artificial satellite to the signals on Earth's surface.
Yeah. Okay. So with the help of the signals which we are receiving through the artificial satellite which was launched in a where? Thermosphere. Okay. So why it is called as a ionosphere? Thermosphere.
Because it has ions.
Yeah. Because of presence of ions in a thermosphere we can see what it is also called
Ionosphere.
Okay. Let me check by asking the question. Let me see. The 8 questions for that. Can you select which of the following gas? You have to raise your hand. Those who know the answer. Which of the following gases slow down the process of oxidation? Can you? Yes. Even this was present in our science. Yes. Carbon dioxide. Let me check. Is it right, children? Yes. Shall I go for the solution? Right answer is
Nitrogen.
Okay. Which of the following characteristics help to decide the layers of the atmosphere? Whether, as to raise your hand, temperature and humidity, temperature, air pressure, pressure and height, humidity and gases. Based on what we are deciding the layers? Based on which factor? Be fast. Yes.
Pressure and height.
Is it correct? Is it correct or not? Pressure and height. Yes.
Temperature and humidity.
Let me check. Temperature and humidity. What the first answer? Let me check with that only. Let me see. No. So, let me go for the solution exam. Temperature and air pressure. Up to that much height it will be decided. Okay. Based on the activity. How? See, every layer I have showed here, the temperature is goes on decreasing. How? Based on the pressure. See, vice versa. Okay. So, if the temperature is goes on decreasing or increasing, is based on that climatic condition we were deciding this. What? Layers. Next. Which of the following is the outermost? Just now I said. Yes. Exosphere. Is it correct, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly. Next. What is the aurora borealis? Yes. Just now we have come across. Yes, Sriram.
Display of light in ionosphere seen in the southern hemisphere.
Southern hemisphere. Then option C. Is it correct? Is it correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me check. No. Yes.
Display of the light in ionosphere seen in the northern hemisphere.
Means option D. Yeah. Shall I?
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly. In a northern hemisphere, okay, ions which was displayed in a northern hemisphere was applied to this concept. Okay. Sunil is flying in an aeroplane in the troposphere. We remember, think about the layer. Troposphere. Which of the following is not a characteristic of a troposphere? Lowermost and densest layer. We remember here they are asking not. Either it is lowermost or densest. Temperature increase with altitude. Occurrence of temperature variation. Concentration decreases with the increasing height. What may be the not a characteristic? Yes, Siri. D. Option D. Yes. Yeah. Option B. Temperature increases with altitude. Temperature increases. There itself I have written. Temperature goes on decreasing with the altitude. Isn't it? That is a characteristic. But here they have given in a vice versa. Isn't it? So by that what you can choose? Option B as a answer. Have to calculate. Isn't it? Very good. Then Samir has to prepare a report on the layers of protect from the ultraviolet solar radiation. Think about the activity where it takes place. Think, I'll read the full question. Which layer of the atmosphere should Samir prepare for his report? Yes, whom can I ask?
Stratosphere.
Stratosphere. What you can see there?
Ozone layer.
The presence of ozone layer. So which protect us from the
Various kinds of skin diseases.
ultraviolet
Radiation.
Shall I? Which one is it?
Stratosphere.
Good. Concept was understood by children? Okay. If I get the same concept, will you make a project, right?
Yes,
Okay. All of the following statements can be associated or related with the atmosphere except one. Pick the odd one. This is not related to our atmosphere. Forms of blanket of air, protects from harmful rays of sun. Oxygen is the most abundant gas. Helps sustain life on the earth. Yes, Subramania. Option? What is it? It is right or wrong? Huh? Is it right? No, I'm not asking. The option is right or wrong. Can we see the abundant? I mean, it's in a more quantity, this presence of this gas. No. Okay. So then it can be considered as a yeah, right answer. Okay. Odd. Okay. Shall I? Good. So which can be seen in abundant?
Nitrogen.
So then it will be a wrong statement. Isn't it, children? Shall we go for the last one? Yeah. I'm a jet aircraft pilot. Think about you are a pilot. Then, which is the ideal layer? Ideal refers to? Suitable. Good. Suitable layer of the atmosphere for me to fly the jet aircraft. craft. Yes.
Stratosphere.
Stratosphere. Already we have discussed by the reason also. Okay. Shall I?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So by this, what we can understand? So atmosphere is nothing but it's a blanket of air. Okay. The air, the different kinds of mixture of gases, isn't it? So it acts like a exactly protective body. Understood? So because of, we remember when we are considering Earth among the 8 planets. Am I correct, children? Among the 8 planets, why Earth is considered as one of the unique planet? It is different from the other planet in the sense for the sake of presence of atmosphere. Okay. So by considering other so many factors, even atmosphere also play a major role for consideration of atmosphere. Okay. So this is about the lesson. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.